Hi, Shane Treadway here, and welcome back to Signy Insights, where we help great companies like yours thrive in your intercultural relationships. So today we are going to begin a short series on defining culture. And this is important because we can't manage what we can't comprehend or what we don't understand. Specifically, we're going to focus on 3 ideas of culture, and each one of them has a significant impact on how organizations understand people, develop a business structure, design organizational culture, and interact with diverse people and their international ventures. 2 of these cultural concepts we're going to want to steer clear from. But the third one is going to make a very positive, valuable, quantifiable difference in the way that we relate across cultural divides. The first concept is culture as upper class. Now, this idea sees some people as having culture and some people as lacking. It sees culture as something that you can gain, you have to strive for, you have to achieve it. It also usually has people at the top tier or level of the organization controlling the culture. In organizations influenced by this idea, culture is really seen as just one small piece of the pie, one aspect that gets discussed now and then, as opposed to really that core identity from which all meaning and all significance resonates. The second concept I refer to as culture as broad categories. If you can think of a cooler name, feel free to chime in. This is probably the most obvious and used idea of culture. It talks about culture in large, sweeping statements. We say things like Asian culture, Hispanic culture, Black and white culture. This habit of oversimplifying culture more often than not leads to stereotypes. A big problem with this idea is that it creates a thin veneer. You might have a lot of diversity on the outside, but what gets covered up is the essence of people, the value that diverse people really bring to the table. The third concept, and the one that's going to bring the most value to your organization, is culture as shared meaning. Now, this concept understands that culture is the result of everyday life experiences. It realizes that people's identities and the way that they make sense of the world is shaped by repeated social experiences. These experiences create one's identity and worldview, which varies greatly from person to person, and they are not going to be changed or altered without a fight. This understanding recognizes that culture represents the very heart and identity from which all motivation and action resonates. Applying this is vital for strengthening and managing intercultural relationships. So let me encourage you to take some time to consider how you reflect on and talk about culture. How do you define yourself and your company culturally? Also, if you want to chime in, feel free to do so on social media. You can also connect with me if you want to strengthen your company's intercultural relationships or your business goals. And once again, thank you for listening to Signy Insights. We'll see you next time.